Hey y'all, and welcome back to another speed build. Today we're gonna keep going on with the retro Hollywood house and getting into the furnishing of that. This is actually a three-part series. If you missed the first part, I'll have that link down below, and then hopefully the third part will be coming out later this week. But anyways, we're just gonna get into it. Just kind of ignore the furniture that's in there right now. I just had that for placeholders when I was building last episode. But I'm just going to start off with the lighting and then I think get into the wallpaper and stuff. But anyways, today was actually my first day of class for this semester. So that was interesting because all of my classes are online. Originally, all of my classes were online except for one, which was going to be like a hybrid. But a few weeks ago, they gave us the option to go all online, so I just did that, so I didn't have to move out there. I could just stay home. But anyways, they're still trying to get all that figured out, and so that was interesting to say the least, just watching them try and get through that. But anyways, other than that, I imagine he'll probably pick up pretty quick. We'll probably start getting a whole lot more homework, but so far it's not too bad, which is good because I want to make sure I have enough time to be doing all this. And then I got 2 classes tomorrow, which is when this video is going to go up, I think. So I think Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are my busy days, and then I think I only have one class Mondays and Fridays, so hopefully I'll still have time on those days to get all the recording and the voiceovers and stuff done for these videos. But yeah, so like I said, we're just gonna be furnishing this house. I think this is mainly the living areas and stuff. And then we'll get to the bedrooms and the bathrooms and everything next episode, and then do some more of the outside and stuff. But this house ended up having a bunch of open space because I imagined this house was going to be kind of like a bachelor pad type thing. So I figured there would whoever lived here would be throwing a lot of parties, so they would need a lot of entertaining space. So there's the main living room, and then there's another kind of more formal living room, which was originally supposed to be a library type thing, and I guess it kind of worked out like that. And then there's this room I'm doing right now, which is the game room. It's just got a dartboard, ping pong table, that big TV, and the stereo and stuff. And then there's also going to be a little bar area with a foosball table. But yeah, and then I was just going through trying to figure out how to arrange this room because it was kind of an awkward shape, and I didn't want the couch so far away from the TV and at that awkward angle. I figured it'd be kind of annoying to watch it like that, so I think I do end up sticking with this kind of layout for the most part. And then I can't remember what I put over there. I might have just put some more seats over there. Yeah, I think it ended up working out. I'm pretty sure you can get to everywhere in this room. I don't think there's anything blocking your Sims from using anything. But yeah, we're just going through. I was trying to figure out the color scheme. I was kind of basing it off of that rug. There was the green in that rug that matched the ping pong table. Then I kind of went with the red and stuff from it. And then I was just throwing up some movie posters because obviously this is supposed to be a Hollywood type house. And then I was just trying to fill up there was a lot of random corners and walls and stuff that I needed to fill up in this house, and I didn't want to do what I normally do and have a bunch of clutter because I didn't figure that would make much sense for this type of house. So I ended up having a lot of plants and chairs, and then I try to use some of the stuff I don't use as often, all the different sculptures and everything, and then just a few some of the bigger cabinet type decorations and stuff, because there's a bunch of extra cabinets and stuff, and they're technically categorized as shelving, I think, so they're not in any of the categories. When you select by room, you have to go to search by function to get them. but I used some of those, and then I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to put over there because I didn't want to leave it empty, but it was also underneath the dartboard, and I figured you probably wouldn't want to put anything breakable under there in case they got hit by a dart. And then I'm going through figuring out the dining room. It takes me a minute to figure this out, I think, just because I didn't know what table I wanted to go with. There were like a bunch of good ones. It's just I wanted to use those chairs that I end up using from those ones from Get Famous, but there's not many long dining tables that have a wood tone that matches. I think I might stick with that one. I think I was looking at some other ones, but that one matched the closest because I like the one that came with Get Famous. I just wanted a longer table because it was such a big room, so I ended up sticking with that one. And then I just had a bunch of space on either side of the room to fill up because it was a long space. But yeah, and then I also ended up using like a bunch of those island living curtains just because there weren't any like curtains long enough to cover those sliding glass doors. So, and then I was just trying to figure out what I was going to put here because I ended up, I think, using a bunch of these like hallway tables, but I had a hard time finding stuff to put on them, and I didn't want to just leave them blank because it looked kind of empty. So I just threw like a bunch of plants and I like some bowls and stuff on there. But I think after this I might change the rug, but then I think this room stays mostly the same. That fountain on the left there, I think I end up changing. I might put like some of the plants from Eco Lifestyle over there, I think. But other than that, this room stays pretty much the same. And then I had all these bright blue cabinets that I was using just to space things out in the kitchen while I was building. So I went through and changed those. And then I was trying to decide, I think I kind of figured it out pretty quick, but while I was doing the dining room and stuff, I was trying to decide what like cabinets I wanted to go with. Just because I like the island living ones. I just don't like that there's no cabinets for them. There's only like those shelves. I wanted a matching set of cabinets. And then these are good, and I think they look good in this house. My only problem with them is I wish they didn't have like they weren't all drawers, because it looks kind of busy because there's handles everywhere. So I wish they were like more just cabinets with maybe drawers at the top instead of having drawers all the way down on every counter. And then I had enough space to get a few bar stools in there. And then I think I did still put a fair amount of stuff on the cabinets. I didn't do like I normally do, which is just find all of the kitchen clutter and like fill it up to where there's only like maybe one or two counter spaces you can actually work on. I tried to keep it a little bit more simple for this house. And then I had like this kind of awkward wall, which was just over there by itself, and it was just kind of the walkway through to that side of the house. And so I didn't want to put anything too big there, but I didn't know what else to put there. So I think I ended up going with a china cabinet. And then I think I was trying to find stuff to put there, and then I remembered they had those hanging plants, because I usually forget about those because they're in like debug. And so I usually forget that they're in the game. But I wanted to use those. I just didn't know where to put them. So I think I do end up leaving them there just because there wasn't any better place to put them. But I think they looked all right. And I felt like there needed to be something over there just because the kitchen was looking kind of empty at this point. And then I think this is where I go through. I think that cabinet I have right now I might end up sticking with, yeah. And then just do like a bar stool and a plant over there. But anyways, there's like I said earlier, there's gonna be one more episode of this series, just finishing up the furnishing and then doing the outside and stuff. And then after this, I've actually been doing like a bunch of kind of smaller stuff, just because I wanted to make sure I had videos to go out, because I didn't know how busy I was gonna be with school and stuff. So I think the next couple of houses that I build are smaller. I think they might end up, I think both of them might actually be not base game, but starter homes. And I think I did try and limit the packs at least a little bit. And then I actually also got into doing some of the renovations and stuff. I renovated a couple starter homes. I think I did one base game and one from Get Famous. So I thought those turned out pretty well. And then hopefully after I get everything figured out, because it's usually crazy at the beginning of the school year, then I can get back into making some bigger stuff. But I do want to try, because lately I've been doing a bunch of houses like this where I use all kinds of different packs and I just use whatever I want. I'm gonna try, probably for the next little while at least, to do a few more builds that are limiting the packs at least a little bit, just so more people can download them. Because usually I forget to, I just do whatever anyways, but then also when I do try and limit packs, I don't think about what I'm doing, and I end up having only a few packs, but they're all expansion packs, which I figure people are less likely to have those than game packs or stuff packs and stuff. So I'm gonna try and use something that has maybe fewer packs and then is just more stuff packs or game packs or something. But yeah, there was also a lot of wall space in this house, so I ended up having to go through the wall decoration category and just find a bunch of stuff I don't normally use just to fill up all the wall space. Like those from Island Living, those are actually really cool objects. I just don't think I use them very often because I don't ever go look through that category very much. Because I kind of have the stuff I normally use when I build my houses, and I just usually stick with that. I don't actually go looking for other things to include in my houses, and there's actually a bunch of good stuff in the game. It was, I think recently it was one of the rugs maybe or something, or maybe one of the paintings had a swatch on it that I didn't even know it had, and so that was cool. But yeah, I should probably look around a little bit more and see what's actually in the game, because I kind of just get stuck doing what I normally do and don't actually look for stuff. But now just cluttering stuff up. I like those big coffee tables. I just don't usually know what to put on them because there's a lot of space, and I don't want to fill it all up because then it looks cluttered, but I don't want to just leave it empty because it looks too empty. So I think I got it all right on this one. I think I may have just stuck with those magazines, and then I may have put a plant or a sculpture or something in the middle. Oh no, I want that tray. So I figured that looked pretty good. And then I think that's the living room mostly done. I kept it pretty simple. I don't usually use that Get Famous furniture, but I do usually use that color scheme. I just do it with the base game couch and love seat. But I thought that looked good, and I usually just go with that color scheme because I like that rug, and that green goes with that red, and so I just kind of stick with that. And then I was trying to figure out what to do in here. I did end up getting that furnace in there, which is cool, fireplace from Eco Lifestyle, which I really like. I just don't ever have a house to use it in, but it ended up going really nice there, so I got that. But other than that, I don't think there's too much more we do in this episode. I think I do end up doing the library and stuff in this episode, which is pretty simple. It's basically just another living room with a few bookshelves, and then I think I might do the master bedroom, which I think I kept pretty basic. It has a sitting area because it has 2 doors that look out onto the back, but other than that, it's just a basic bedroom. I was just going through changing the colors of stuff, and then here's what I was calling the library. Realistically, I don't know that you would really classify this as a library. It doesn't have very many bookshelves, and also it's open to the rest of the house, so it's not like it would ever be very quiet in there. But I just had this big other room, so I guess you could call it a library. It's probably more at this point just kind of a formal living room. But I just threw some couches and stuff in there, and then I think I put a desk in here too. But I kept it pretty simple. But yeah, and then I used a lot of Island Living stuff in this house just because it was the style of the furniture kind of matched, and it also had good colors. because I mean, usually that's my problem. I just need a bunch of stuff that has matching color swatches, because that's usually an issue. But that ended up working out pretty good. And then I think I might just stick a painting up there, yeah. And then I think that's all I do for that room, pretty much. And then I have like this kind of area, which I just put a table in with like some flowers on it, I think, just because it was kind of this awkward space in the hallway. And then I had that big flat wall, so I just kind of turned that into a gallery wall with those city living paintings, just because they took up a lot of space. And then I was just going through painting all the rooms I forgot to earlier. And then, oh yeah, I needed to add another chimney because I put that fireplace in back there, so I did that. And then I think after this, it's really just the master bedroom, and then I'm gonna get to the rest of the bedrooms and the bathrooms and stuff next episode, like I said. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and cut off right here. So I hope y'all enjoy this build and let me know what you think. And then look out for the next part, which should be coming up this Saturday, I believe. So anyways, I guess I'll talk to y'all then. Bye, guys.